this is your Monday file, and for this file you don't have to have it, but I like to put it on mine. You're going to need a couple of card magnets or a Velcro dot or something, but it is not necessary, okay? And I didn't really put any writing or anything on this little file. I kind of just made it generic so that I could use it for Mother's Day, birthday, a thank you, whatever I wanted at a later date. So if you want to do yours for a theme, you can do that. You've got a piece in there, just kind of odd size, but that is your card, okay? And then we have a couple of panels. And again, I haven't stamped anything on the inside of mine. I haven't made a sentiment for the front of it. You can add a circle, an oval, a square, put your sentiment on it, and pop it right on the top of this when you're ready. I am just going to place the panels. This is just like a small note card, okay? And then I also cut some pattern paper, and then again, whenever you decide, because my sentiment's probably going to go right here on this area, so this will be exposed, but I just am leaving mine generic until I'm ready to use it. But you can add almost any occasion to it. Who doesn't love flowers, right? So there is your note card. Plain and simple. Again, pop dot up with some foam dots, your little sentiment in any shape that you want with any occasion on there. I did leave this in the file for you guys for sizing purposes. Pick whatever you want. I just picked this because it kind of went with everything that I was doing. But anything that you want really will work. This was a gift card box that I got at Christmas time, and then I almost tore it apart to get my measurements so I could make it, and I didn't. I used it to give a gift card to somebody because the box was so cute. It was red. It had a red base. I'm using a pink here. It had a red base, and it had the red truck on it where I'm using a bike, and it also had like the farm wood barn door in a light wood top, and I'm using an ivory for that. But it was a cute little box. I don't know if a gift card is going to fit in mine. A gift card did fit in the one that I got. Because I gifted it and I forgot the measurements of it, I went with somebody else's measurements. I found somebody had done one of these online, very similar to what my box was, except their lid overlapped, and I liked that. My lid did not overlap on the box that I had, but I was like, I kind of like that, so I went with it, but I couldn't get the measurements to work out, the measurements that they gave, and I spent a couple of hours struggling with it to get everything to fit, and so I just trashed it and redid my own, but went on the basis of what they had done, because I didn't cut mine apart. So, and that was, I want to say Paper Pixie, but I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. So if I'm wrong, I apologize. But thanks for the inspiration on the lid part. I had the base. I just didn't know how to do the lid. I couldn't figure it out the way I wanted, and then it didn't work. So I ended up going with her idea. So all I've done is fold on all those score lines, guys. So kind of, this is a higher end box is what I call. When you hide your glue tabs to the inside, that to me is just a nice sturdier box, and it is a little bit nicer made. So you're just going to glue those tabs to the inside corners on all four, all the way around. And it's storming here, so you guys may hear some thunder and lightning. Hopefully I don't lose power in my camera. So you're just going to fold all four tabs to the inside here. Keep your corners nice and square. side, it'll be okay. I'm using art glitter glue. For those who don't know, if you've been following me for a while, you know that's what I use. So we've got all of those, and now I'm just going to kind of bend these back just a little bit while that's drying. And we're going to place some glue right along here. You can do the base edges if you want to. However you want to glue it, just get those corners good at the what is now your top. Make sure you get those corners good. You don't want them lifting up later. Okay, and then we're just going to fold those in, and they're going to cover those tabs that we just glued all the way around. It'll take a minute to stick, and that's okay. Just going to flip it on its side and help it stick by using my bone folder and just giving it a rub, getting it nice and flat. Distribute that glue. You can see they pop out until you give it a good rub. That's okay. But that makes it nice and finished on the inside. Okay. And I'm just going to give that a minute to dry. We're going to set it off to the side. And my mat tried to slide off my desk. I got it stacked on some paper. Now you have your lid, and you can cut this out of pattern paper. It'd be really, really pretty too. I just went with solid and did my decorative panels. You could do this out of a pattern and then do this out of solid. So many things you can do with this box. So I'm just going to fold it on that score line right up between those two tabs. Okay. And then you're going to open that up, and then you have another score right here. I'm just going to give that one a good burnish. And then you have one here. Just going to fold that back out of my way. And then this one I'm just going to fold back again on both sides. And then you'll want to fold in this tab. And it can get tricky on you. It does go straight. Don't try to bend it like I just did at an angle. It is straight across. It just looks a little funky. Same thing over here. And then your last 4 folds, you're going to fold on each side right here. And fold that in. This is the part that kept messing me up. It didn't, I went by, I wish I could remember. I'm pretty sure it was Paper Pixie. I'm pretty sure. I went by her measurements and mine didn't work out, and I tried to adjust and that didn't work out, so I just scrapped all the measurements and went with my own measurements. But her idea of the layout with the tabs here, these were what were giving me a fit, and it worked fine. So I don't know if I bumped something when I did her measures. I'm just putting glue on both of these tabs. Keeping those even, you want a nice squared top here. we're just going to give that a rub without moving it. We just want to make sure it's stuck. So then when you close it, like I said, her lid overlapped and I liked that. So what she did was extend these two panels. Super, super cute. So now this box, doesn't matter which way it goes, it's square. You're just going to glue the bottom. Pay attention to your corners. You don't want those lifting up. Don't want glue on the side either. There we go. And now you're going to place that right in those score lines. And I just like to put it in there and then close it up. Gives me lets me know that I've got it positioned in the right place. And then I'm just going to rub it down. Spread that glue out on the bottom. Make sure everything closes up, and you do have a little edge here. Super easy. And now I'm going to get 2 of these magnets, and I'll leave a link down below where I get mine. If I've used them before, you just need 2 on cards and boxes and all sorts of stuff. First, I'm going to get my bicycle, and I'm going to decide, oops, no, I'm not. I'm going to get my panels. We're going to glue our panels on. I think I want them to go this way. That way I can see more of it. The bike's going to cover up part of it, but that's okay. Put these panels on the top. Now, if you like to hide your magnet under the panel, you need to do this step next. And I've got these panels a little small, but I didn't want to take away from the box itself on the front. You can certainly change up your panel sizes. As a matter of fact, I will change them. I cut these by hand so that I could get the flowers out of the paper where I wanted it. But your panel, the panels that are in the box, should be proportioned to the box itself. So I have that. I really don't like the bicycle on it. I think I'd really rather go with a flower or a square. I'm going to cut another one and I'll be right back. Okay, completely changed my mind at the last minute. I do that often. Okay, so I have my panel here. I decided to go with kind of a, I don't know, a seed packet theme here for this one. I'm just going to line that up. And I am putting, I did put this in there. I left the bike in there for whoever wants it. You can toss it out if you don't want to do a print and cut. And then I'm just going to place this piece here, like so. And I'm only going to go on this side of it, guys. You don't want to glue the whole thing. Just shy of half of the glue. I kind of line that up on there. And again, you don't need a magnet on there if you don't want it. You can hide it under your panels. And with the bike, I would not have needed to go under the panels. With the way I did this, I really needed to go under, but it's okay. If you're doing something that's wide enough that goes over, you can put your magnet down right here. I'm just going to put mine higher up. It's going to depend on how wide this is, okay? So I'm just going to basically, I think that's going to be about right there, about a 1/4 inch up. I'm going to check. I don't want to mark up the front here. I'm just going to do a small pinhole. So that'll tell me where that magnet goes. I didn't even go all the way through, just enough to show where I wanted my magnet. Okay. That was it. That was all I did. You can't even tell. It's not going to show. And I am using a Scotch adhesive dot. I'm just going to pick up my magnet with that. And peel that off. That way I don't get too much sticky on the outside. And if you do, then you can really need my tweezers. Where are those little guys? There they are. I'm just going to bring that in and stick it down. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to stick it down. And those adhesive dots are a little bit big for this magnet. I don't want it sticking to the side, and it misses, so it's fine. But if yours has a lot like mine, you can do just a little bit of your embossing powder bag or some cornstarch or baby powder, and it will keep that sticky from sticking to anything. I'm just going to take my other magnet and drop it. Okay, that's all I'm going to do so that it sticks to that one. And I am going to get another dot here. My dots don't want to roll out. There they go. And I'm going to stick one right to the top here of that magnet. Just going to peel that off. I'm going to drop it right back on. And then I'm going to close that lid. And then when I pull it up, it'll pull that dot with it. And I'm just going to stick it. And again, I'm just going to take my embossing buddy and knock down that sticky on the outside of that. And you see me do that. And just going to go over it. Won't hurt a thing. Going to go over it there. And then I'll just take my paintbrush and dust off any excess powder, and that will keep it from sticking to anything. So if yours is by chance doing that. Super fun, super cute, super easy box. Then you have your note card in here, and of course it fits right down on the inside. I think I'm going to make that slightly smaller for you guys, but I didn't put my chocolates in there. So put your chocolates and everything in there. You probably won't have to reach down and get that card like that. So let's throw a couple of those in there. And then put our note card right on the top. Oh, it's perfect. We're going to be fine with that. You can make it smaller if you want, but I think it's fine. Super cute, super easy. They open it up. They have their card. But as a matter of fact, you put a ribbon or whatever on here, and that's going to help lift it out as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Cute little fun box. Again, like I said, you could do this base out of a pattern. You could do the lid out of a pattern and do a solid back here. Tons of things you can do. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Have a great day. Happy crafting.